little tired today. I went out, had some time with my son, my youngest son, and my wife today, and saw a movie, and came home. I was a little tired. You know how it goes, out all day running errands, what have you. Then I get home, and now I got my second wind. What did I get home to come see? My Tab Performance mufflers. Haven't unboxed them yet, just something I saw. Now I'm debating. It's roughly 10 o'clock, well, 10:30 at night where I'm at here in the coastal empire, and I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and start playing with this before I go to bed. But anyway, I'm happy. I got my second win. Hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, I'll have some decent sound on my Indian. These are the exact same style Tab Performance I put on my Lowrider ST. So hopefully it's similar in how it goes on, or rather with ease. Hopefully it has the same amount of ease when it goes on. I know there might be some difficult screws, what have you, but at least I got them in the house. So I'm looking forward to unpackaging these and getting them prepared. The box open, so I didn't want to bore you with all that. I gotta tell you, the packaging is very safety conscious. They got this thing in here tight, which is very good because I appreciate that. And it looks like it came in the right color. So, and I did ask for the right cap. I wanted to get the cap that has the like diamond cut to it or whatever. I'm not really sure. I forgot what the name is. I'll have to look that up and get that to you. But it has a diamond cut to it. So it looks like it's going to be fairly simple. Pretty big. So I don't know if you can see them, but I mean, I know you can see it, but what I'm saying is, I don't know if you can tell, I guess to the size of my body, it's almost like the size of the old style M16s or a mortar tube or something. So, but it's pretty sizable. It's got the Tab Performance caps on them. I'm very impressed with that. So, color came out right for the DarkHorse, with the black on black items. Oh, and I might have talked about this, or if I haven't, one of the things I wanted to change on my bike was the levers, the clutch and the brake lever. They came in chrome. Everything else is black. So I went today, I was getting my bike, it was 500-mile service today, and I was like, you know what? Let me check to see if they have black leather. So they do have black leather, so I'll be researching that shortly. But anyway, here's what it looks like. It's pretty long, pretty nice. 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's now 12:02. And I just now got one pipe on. Some technical difficulties. I'll just say it's probably gonna be operator error. But yeah, now that I know what I'm doing, hopefully the next one will go a little bit smoother. And let me tell you something, this is not an instructional video. Don't take no instructions from this rookie right here. I'm telling you right now, he had me undressing up in here and everything. I'm gonna tell you no lie. This really kicked my butt a little bit. And I think it's almost 2 o'clock. I started this thing at like 10:30. And I'm just being honest with you, this was a little different. I think it was because, the pipe itself did have a little, I guess like rust or something. Not rust, but it's stuck, I don't want to say it had rust, it's a new bike, so. But honestly, if I knew more about motorcycles and what I should be doing, trial and error, I did have to pull up a couple of YouTube videos to actually get it proper. I would have probably been done sooner. I will tell you this, and I think I said it already once. This is not a how-to video. This is just my journey. I wanted to do something for me, and motorcycles became it. I love my family, so don't get me wrong. I love my kids, I love my wife, but for 26 years, I've been mad loyal. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing everything I can to make sure they're happy. You know, they're starting to grow up now. I got one more who needs to be an adult. He's 14 this month. And let me tell you, man, I'm just trying to really just, you know, I've been very blessed to live half a century, you know, and unscathed. And most of my jobs have been pretty dangerous, from soldering to being an airman, construction worker, you know, in a rapid deployment prime beef unit, and to being a police officer, right? So every job I had has had an element of danger to it, right? And so, you know, now that I'm doing this, it's not even about, you know, anything more than I just really want to do something for me. I'm going to tell you that, you know, as I go on into my journey, I'm sure I'm going to get better and faster at things. And tab performance, you know, I've done it before on my lowrider ST, so I know it's not hard. So it's really operator error or whatever in my case. The instructions are very simple, and you get to use the same parts that come on the bike. So it's not like, you know, it's super hard. I don't want y'all to think this is hard. I'm just one of those, you know, I was an HVAC boiler technician when I was in the service. And then I was an infantryman prior to that. And prior to that, I was actually in the medical field. And so I tried to, I've got a lot of different talents, a lot of different skills, I'm sure, that the government and has trained me to do. But for some reason, these pipes beat my behind. That's facts. I almost called in for backup. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I know it's 2 a.m, but I need you to come to my house. It was one of those situations. Because I'm one of those, once I get started, I got to keep going, man. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to figure it out, you know? I'm not going to leave until I can't figure it out. Or if I exhausted every avenue. And what I'm doing here right now is I'm actually just cleaning up and tightening the clamp so that my heat shield doesn't slip when I start it up or what have you. So that's what I'm doing now. In the morning, or close to it, here on the East Coast. But I'm inside my garage. I got these tab zombies on the bike. Finally, after 2 hours of muscling it off the exhaust here, I gotta test it. So I'm gonna do a test run real quick and just maybe a few seconds just to hear it, and then I'm gonna turn it off. But I gotta do it. Now, I'm probably gonna make my wife mad, but she already probably knows I'm out here. So this is what's gonna happen. So, last night, or this morning rather, I took the time to put on my tab performance. I got them around 10 o'clock last night. I got home around 10 o'clock, or 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. So I decided I'm gonna put these bad boys on. I had a lot of trouble getting my pipes off, the original pipes off. I don't know if it was just operator error or what, but I got them on finally. So we're gonna test them out and see how this thing sounds. So bear with me. Sounds a lot better. A lot better than what it did originally. So I'm gonna go take a ride and kind of see how they sound riding around. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. I had a full day. I really didn't get a lot of rest. These pipes really did it to me. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna make any excuses. I mean, I'm fairly decent with my hands. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, these pipes though, just following these instructions and what have you, they kind of got on me. And but I did manage to get through it. No damage to my vehicle, nothing. The pipes work awesome. I did about, 60 miles today. just riding around. It was a little cloudy, some rain, but I got out on the highway and played with the mufflers and just wanted to hear the sound. Radio sounds crystal clear still over the mufflers. It's like the sound is traveling behind you or what have you. So it's not like I'm having any major issue. This is my journey, man. I tell you what, it's been a fantastic ride so far between the ST over there and the Indian. You know, I'm doing better than I should be, quite honestly. Very fortunate to acquire both of these vehicles and not have any major issues at home with that. You know what I mean? So household 6 and all. She can pretty much say what she want to say. You know what I'm saying? And make that make it known if there was some difficulty about to be on the horizon. However, I've done very well in learning and moving forward. I will be switching in between the bikes. I've had some friends tell me, oh, now that you got the Indian, you're not gonna wanna ride the Harley. You know, the lowrider is just gonna seem like nothing to you. Well, I will say this, it is a smaller bike. So when I get on, I feel like it's a smaller bike. I've only had the Indian for about 5 days now. I'm about 700 miles on it. And I'm gonna tell you, I love this bike. Now for touring, now I don't know if this could be my everyday bike per se, because it's a pretty big bike, right? And I don't know, I mean, the gas mileage ain't that bad. I mean, there's a lot of creature comforts and features on this, but as far as my everyday bike is concerned, man, it's tough not to say no to this bike. You know what I'm saying? But I also like my ST. There's something about that lowrider that I just enjoy, and I think because the nature of Harley's culture, Harley Davidson's culture, and hooking up bikes and tricking things out, you know, being creative in your own right, that really affords me an opportunity to be creative with that motorcycle. Because the aftermarket products for the Indian really are not large. You know, it's not a large inventory. When it comes to just being able to do different things, you know, like lights and stuff, yeah, you might be able to find custom dynamics and Advent Black products, probably, I'm not sure. But I'm all for, you know, hooking up your Harleys, you know what I mean? So, you know, I know people are like, how you walking on both lines? You know, because you're either Harley or you're Indian in most parts. I got some people that say they'll never get on an Indian, and I don't know why. I mean, Indian is a fantastic bike. I mean, and then I got some people that say they won't get on a Harley. I don't know why. Road Glide and Street Glides are fantastic bikes. I just prefer the Indian. I mean, I just preferred it. It called out to me. I could have got a Road Glide. I could have got a Street Glide, but the Indian called out to me, and I think that's really like the take I take from it, that, you know, whatever you're riding pretty much calls you to ride that, you know? So let's not hate on each other. If you ask me to ride to Mission Barbecue, shout outs to Mission Barbecue in Jacksonville. I am not sponsored, but I like their food. You know, I'm gonna ride with you. Let's ride out to Jacksonville, get some of that Mission Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Go see what's going on in Florida. I'm all about it. If you say, you know, you just want to like go down to IKEA, you know, look at some furniture. Let's ride, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a 2.5 hour ride for me. So let's do it, man. You know, let's put some miles in, and I'll do it on either one, the lowrider or the Indian. But I'm kind of feeling like, you know, if my Harley friends are doing Harley things, I'm that guy that's gonna jump on the Harley. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't matter, I'm probably gonna ride the Indian, because the Indian it's just fantastic. But it's about preference, and I mean, this thing sounded great today. Tab Performance did an excellent job on these mufflers. I'm gonna put the information in the video somewhere, that what I ended up purchasing. I believe it was the 4-inch. No, it was definitely the 4-inch BAMs for the Indian baggers. So I'll try to get a picture of something like that and show you what I purchased, because it's definitely something I would suggest to you, I am not sponsored by Tab Performance. I'm not monetized in any way. I'm not making money from this. This is just my journey as a rookie, and I wanted to share that with you. And most of all, I wanted this to be like a catalog for my kids and my grandkids, so that at some point, you know, or some long lost relative, you know, I may not know about, when they find out about me, they want to know what kind of person I am. I want them to see this video and see other videos and see my adventurous spirit and see what type of person I was. So that's what all this is really about for me. But I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you joining with me on this ride as I travel this journey and try to figure out what's next. I want to tell you, if you got yourself a motorcycle in the garage, it's got a little dust on it, go get some water, some soap, wash that sucker down, get outside, gas up, and enjoy the ride.